School in Newark, New Jersey, and my name is Emely Bias.
My name is Samantha.
My name is Justin Patina.
My name is Rhosanna de la Rosa.
And for today's symposium, we are presenting our project, Edcom.
On the first two images, you can see is related to the education system. On the image of the left, you can see the United States school system was bigger and better than Finland's education system in the 70s. However, throughout the years, the education system in the United States stood the same, while the education system in Finland grew better.
The next two pictures on the bottom are about college debt, which is a very huge problem in the United States education system. Many students end up leaving college with severe amounts of debt that go on to greatly impact their future.
The image on the bottom is a representation of the U.S. funding. We can see a kid has a healthy plan while the other doesn't, which means that the kid with a healthy plan is getting the enough resources it needs while the other isn't. For our issue, my team chose education, and within education, we chose 3 topics. The first topic was the lack of education, because me and my team believe that the lack of a good education is leading to a bad economy in our country. The second topic is the underfunding of our school and school system in poor neighborhoods and states, which is leading the lack of good education for poor kids and students. And the third topic is our school system in the United States, which is preparing their kids for good grades while taking away their creativity.
So obviously the first country that we chose is the United States, and we are comparing the United States' school system to Finland and Canada's school system, which, as you can tell by our information here, the United States school system is not providing enough for its students, and the United States government actually only covers about 10% of the U.S. school funding, while both Finland and Canada's government covers around 60%. And what this means is that in the United States, a lot of students have to pull student loans in order to pay for college, which is leading to them getting more low-income jobs, which is not only increasing the poverty rate, but is also negatively affecting our country's economy.
The next country is Canada, and Canada is currently one of the best top 5% country with the best education system in the entire world. Canada education system focuses on preparing students for their future, and schools in Canada offer students different type of programs like a second language, advanced classes, but however, they like to focus their students on career findings. And these programs encourage the students not only to learn more, but they prepare them for any job or career they may have in the future.
And lastly, we have Finland, which currently holds the best education in the world. And it clearly differs from the US and Canada. Finland's education has a more progressive and understanding learning process for students, and it helps them prepare for more things in the future, and it makes their futures more promising and successful. Finland's school education system does not have a lackluster of expressive motives for students and encourages them to have a more sense of freedom, creativity, and individuality.
Our recommendation is to create a school system where students can explore their interest career while taking the basic of education, math, English, science. Students from middle school to high school should have a system not only that teaches them to pass and get good grades, but a system that allows them to choose their career path and prepare them for the future.
In Canada and Finland schools, students are not as weighed by their performance and test grades, and they have much more of their own pace learning process. While the US is very strict and shackles students into this very uncreative and not expressionate learning system where they fail to have any sort of expression, individuality, and a lackluster of information for their future and colleges.
So, what is our conclusion? Our conclusion is that the United States should take a page out of the book of Finland and Canada's government, perhaps change its system to be less about grades and more about preparing kids for their futures and their careers. So that way they can, instead of falling into debt, they can get promising jobs for themselves and contribute more to the economy and hopefully also decrease the poverty rate.
Um,